I think about having to try to explain 30 years of laughter and joy and sadness and heartache. And that's a bit difficult. But what I can say is, throughout all of that, Debbie had a radiance about her. She was just one of those people that lit up a room, that always had positive things to say and could always bring you up when you were down. I watched it many times with our children or one of the neighbor children or a friend. Just by speaking with her, she comforted them, gave them a different perspective on how to look at things in a more positive light. And that's something that she really helped me with in our 30 plus years of marriage, is always look on the bright side. You know, she was just as beautiful on the inside as she was on the outside, and that's something that I always valued in her. You know, so many times beauty is skin deep, but in Debbie it went through and through, and I could always rely on that. And I introduced her to a lot of my friends and family. She was never content to share a relationship that I may have had with that person. She took the time to get to know the person and know the people she was around, and formed her own relationship with that person so that it was unique and separate from what I had. It was kind of yours, mine, and ours in that regard. And that gave us a lot of depth in our relationships because she focused on different things than I did, that's for sure. But kept family and friends close and together for over 30 years. I'm very fortunate now to have those people to lean on now that she's gone. We built this tremendous network together. It's helping me get through this. Debbie never really talked much about herself as much as showing the type of person that she was through her actions. She was able to enter challenging situations quietly and determine what was best for that person affected. And she truly believed in people, always thinking that, you know, that they were basically good people and that they could be trusted. I have to admit, I wasn't always that way, but she always did that with people, and she did get burned for it, but that didn't stop her from doing it time and time again. And in most cases, her kindness was rewarded by a deep and meaningful relationship with that person. You know, I can remember Debbie would be laying in a hospital bed at the time with some very challenging health concerns of her own. But whenever someone came to visit her, she still wanted to know how you or how a loved one of that person was going through tough times, how they were doing and how they were improving. And again, sharing with them positive aspects that they may not have considered. You know, I think that was part why she was such a good nurse. She loved being a nurse, and she always practiced her skills at every opportunity. Whether it was stitching me up after a soccer game or nursing a wound that I might have for the children, providing care for my fathers with Alzheimer's, or caring for grandchildren, providing hospice for a neighbor. She did so seamlessly with the ease that most people didn't even know what had happened. People use the term angel for her when she cared for a neighbor in hospice. My family called her the saint because of the things that she did for my dad for over 3 years in his care. And when my dad passed, I said to Debbie that his last 5 years of his life quality of life was so much higher because of all the good things that she had done for him. I remember her strength, and I used those things to get through the next day. And together with the love of family and friends, that's how you do it. Because she'll never be replaced, and she'll never be forgotten. She'll always be loved.